That's my airplane that's in the background.
Oh wow. Okay, so this is
see
the
that-
aircraft that.
Yeah, because that was painted on my airplane. There's me
Let's have a look.
before gray hair.
Hey, Phil here. I got Jeff, who's a former US Air Force F-16 pilot. Interesting footage here of his cockpit, and it's on Umatic. So this was what, F-16?
Yeah.
And so F-16, I didn't know this, but they took Umatic tapes in the actual cockpit fuselage. So you had a deck like this, kind of.
Yeah, it was a panel outside the cockpit. You open it up and then you slide the tape in and close it, so you couldn't access it from the cockpit.
Oh wow, this is incredible because I never knew about the Umatic.
So this is the radar. So you could one switch in the cockpit, you would film either the radar or the HUD.
Okay.
This was a guy in training. So
Okay.
it was two airplanes, and I was the bad guy, so it was a 2v1.
Okay.
So it's the wingman that's in training.
So two good on one bad.
So two airplanes against one airplane.
Okay.
See, so I'm the bandit.
You're the
I'm
okay.
the bandit. So these guys are trying to get me, and I'm
Okay.
trying to get them.
What year was this?
This would have been about 1990.
Okay.
About 1990.
Yeah, I mean Umatic era. Yeah. And where were you based? Where was this flight out of?
Hahn Air Base, Germany.
Oh, in Germany. Okay.
We have an air-to-air area where we, and so we split up. So those two would be together, and I'm the bad guy coming towards them. So they have to find me, I have to find them.
Okay.
And so what happens? You see, all of these are airplanes or things on the ground. It's hard to determine sometimes. So I'm looking for two airplanes. You see, I lock up one, and I got another guy. I think he's beside him, and as I'm scanning to try to see them, and I pick one guy, the wingman I didn't see. He came up around the other side and fired, and then he flew right across my nose. I mean, filled up the whole screen. We came this close to having it in midair.
On this particular tape.
I think it's.
That's
tape.
why you've got.
That's why I wanted to keep this tape.
You're in a hard. Oh, there we go.
There he goes.
Is that him?
See, can you back that up?
Oh, well, I'm capturing it, right? Oh, yeah, look, you got a reflection there of it turning. Well, it's a reflection off the plastic. Well, let's have a look. Yeah. So, yep. How long you been retired?
Well, I got out right after Desert Storm in
Okay.
'91, and I went to work for Delta Airlines for 29
Oh,
years.
Delta, okay.
I was with Delta for 29 years. And
Nice.
Matter of fact, next month we have a reunion. We're going to.
Oh, okay.
So
So
I was in the war with.
what you need to do is the file I give you, I'll show you how to upload it onto YouTube. And then you'll have the link then, and you can just share it out with all your buddies. And so what was your squadron then?
Okay, so I was in the 496th
Right.
Fighter Squadron.
Right.
And then just before Desert Storm started, I got chopped to another squadron called the 10th TFS because they needed extra guys. Well, you always have young guys that are not fully checked out, so they took some of us. So they took 4 guys out of my squadron, chopped us to the 10th, and then we flew to Desert Storm. It was Desert Shield at that time. So I rang in the new year of 1991. So I literally was flying at night and rang in the new year, sucking gas out of a tanker, and then we landed in the United Arab Emirates on January 1,
Wow.
91. And then the war started 70 days later.
Right, okay.
So some guys were there as early as August of 90, but we came in later.
Yeah, because how long they'd invaded Kuwait in?
Yeah, it was in probably May or 90.
Yeah.
May,
They gave it some
May or
time
June.
beforehand.
Yeah, and as soon as he did it, they started flying a bunch of guys in. Some guys went, like say, the squadrons we were attached to were from Shaw Air Force Base. So 2 squadrons there, 17 and 33rd, and then they had the exact same airplanes that we had. So F-16s had different variations, and so they usually have 3 squadrons attached to a wing. They only had 2, so they brought us in to be 3. because we have the exact same model F-16, so all the maintenance and everything will be the same.
Right, Sonic.
The only way you want to go supersonic is if you're running away or you're speeding up to the merge. Okay?
Right.
Because when you start turning the
structural.
The faster you go, the larger your turn radius.
Right.
And the best turn radius for the F-16 is right around 380 knots.
Okay.
Okay, that gives you your best turn radius. So, if you get too slow, then it's hard to get speed back. So the best turn radius or rate is right around 380.
What was the fastest you've ever gone? Did you exceed?
No, I never exceeded.
Mach 3.
No. The new ones can go almost Mach 2 now. They have bigger engines and bigger intake.